Blake Lively has been handed her first big loss in her lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, and frankly, it is entirely her own fault, or more precisely, the fault of her legal team. They were asking for too much here.
So guys, the judge has denied Blake Lively of getting 2.5 years worth of phone records from Justin Baldoni.
Loves them. Like I love to invest in people. The things that people may have cast aside for flower shop on the corner that nobody sees at Adaline or way across the street who everyone makes fun of. She sees you and she sees your value and she uplifts you to your highest self.
Blake Lively, known for her roles in A Simple Favor and The Age of Adaline, has recently experienced a legal setback in her ongoing dispute with co-star and director Justin Baldoni. A federal judge in Manhattan rejected her expansive subpoena for Baldoni's phone records, describing the request as overly invasive and disproportionate. The judge deemed it an overreach and inappropriate.
It was overreaching, and frankly, it was a shocking amount of overreach. I called it out in our last video, and it wasn't even all that close. For those of you who aren't following the case yet, Justin Baldoni founded Wayfar Studios with billionaire Steve Sarowitz. Wayfar bought the rights to the movie rights to a book called It Ends With Us. Now, Baldoni was a director who also played the lead role opposite co-star Blake Lively. Now, Blake Lively says that while they were on the set, starring together in this movie, that he SH'd her. She says when she complained, he then set out to retaliate against her by orchestrating a smear campaign designed to destroy her reputation.
Could you imagine this girl? In her court case, she asked for 2.5 years of phone records, receipts of his, and the judge said no, that is way too disproportionate, and it's also very disturbing. It's unfair, and he told her, no, you can't have that. Listen, if she has her claims, and she's the one that started this whole entire lawsuit, this whole entire grievance thing, then she should have already had her proof. Blake, I can understand the judge is choosing no on this.
The case, part of a complex legal battle involving allegations of misconduct, defamation, and retaliatory smear campaigns between the two actors, has attracted considerable media attention. Both parties are preparing for a trial, scheduled for March 2026.
Developments to share with you in the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni legal feud. A federal judge has set a trial date for those two of March 9th, 2026. This will be when the actors can finally resolve their claims over what happened during filming of the movie It Ends With Us. The judge also ordered a conference next week after Lively's lawyers said that Baldoni's lawyers tried to wreck her career. Baldoni's attorneys say that Lively has launched a smear campaign against him. Lively sued Baldoni back in December for harassment, and then Baldoni sued her, sued the New York Times this past month, accusing them of publishing false claims made by Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds that they say are defamatory, and also they're claiming extortion here as well. Wow, this is a big mess. Now the judge has it on the gallows.
According to some media critics, Blake Lively's legal team has subpoenaed phone records from Justin Baldoni and his associates, aiming to gather evidence of a smear campaign against her. The request includes subpoenas for Baldoni's phone, as well as devices from 5 or 6 other individuals connected to the case.
Have asked to subpoena just Baldoni's phone, meaning, and not only just Baldoni, the entire team that they have sued, meaning like 5 or 6 people, and they want not only to look at text messages in regards to the case, but in regards to everything.
And they want to go back 2.5 years.
Yeah, with their internet browser history, so they can see whatever they Google. I mean, if you have anyone's phone, you're gonna find stuff that are suspicious. Don't you think? I mean, you Google many weird things. I think for them to ask to have access to Justin Baldoni, to his wife, I mean, isn't that outrageous?
Sounds like an overreach, yeah.
Yeah. Or like Justin Baldoni's lawyer called it, fishing. Which is a word used on purpose, I think, because that's a word that judges don't really like. And this is, like he also pointed out, this is not a criminal case. And Blake is not the FBI. This is a civil. So I think asking for this, do you think they're going to get it through from the judge?
Not altogether, but, you know, they say you can do it in cases.
Yeah, but I think limited in defamation.
They sought access, not only to text messages related to the lawsuit, but also to all personal messages, internet searches, and browser history from the past 2.5 years.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, my besties. Do you think that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively had anything to do with it?
This is what Justin Baldoni is saying, right? They're saying that Ryan Reynolds pressured WM to fire Baldoni.
Yeah.
And of course, that has been denied by WM. Why then? They fired by Baldoni. There are more quotes still out there. He's saying that I am the man who do it. What did he say? I'm a ride or die guy.
Yeah.
So he takes credit for firing him, and then he's making fun of his last name by calling it Bologna or something like that.
Yeah, Baldoni.
Baldoni, and he corrects himself with Baldoni.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah. And that's someone they represented for more than 5 years.
Request covers not just call logs, but also text messages, internet search histories, and browser data. The subpoenas are extended to several individuals connected to Baldoni, with the goal of uncovering evidence to support Lively's allegations of a coordinated smear campaign against her.
Saturday, the tea is flowing in the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively case involving Taylor Swift and Brian Friedman and all the characters that are involved. And the cross-fighting here in the legal documents is absolutely insane. Justin responds to subpoena, say, hey, this is a massive fishing expedition. It goes back and forth, and that's where we land on the actual documents that we're about to share with you. Umbrella Guy, friend of the program, says Blake Lively wants 2.5 years of Justin Baldoni, calls, texts, real-time location. Watch. It's all because she's attempting further character assassination since her Me Too claims didn't end him. Now, as we know, she claims he harassed her, SH, right? And that's really the big story. But she's also going to claim that he was part of a smear campaign. He's going to argue that was in retaliation. We were just planning a retaliation if you were going to come after.
Controversy began during the production of the film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's novel It Ends With Us, where Lively starred in the lead role opposite Baldoni, who also directed the film. Released in August 2024, the movie received mixed reviews, but proved to be a box office success, grossing $351 million worldwide on a $25 million budget.
I've been doing this for, 20 years now, and it's one of those films that you really feel how special it is. That speaks to Colleen's work, like with the source material that we had a book that there was a story and emotional journey that resonated with so many people. So it's our responsibility not to screw it up. Yeah, it was just such a beautiful experience, and I couldn't be more proud.
Behind-the-scenes tensions escalated in December 2024 when Lively filed a lawsuit against Baldoni and his production company, Wayfar Studios, accusing them of misconduct and intimidation. She claimed that Baldoni's behavior on set created a hostile work environment, and after she raised her concerns, he launched a smear campaign to damage her reputation. New York Times